Hey guys, it's Shack Tech. Sorry I haven't been posting any videos. I've been really busy with work anyway. So yes, it is true. I am wanting to get rid of my saltwater tank only because I don't have time with work. I actually want to do a split tank, 200-gallon tank preferably. I'll have my cichlids on one side and my saltwater on the other side. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself so you understand why I'm doing this. The reason why I really want to do this would just make it a little bit easier having both tanks in one place. So I own a hair salon in Michigan. We are super busy and I get to work early enough to get a chance to work on the tank before customers start walking in. I enjoy having the tank at the salon because it's a piece to talk about. A lot of people enjoy seeing the fish and my cichlids. I think it would be even cooler having a split tank, a 200-gallon tank, and it would be one big tank but just split in half. It would have my saltwater on one side and my freshwater on the other side. I think it would be really cool, and yes, I've thought about this a lot. I have a hard time wanting to keep everything because all my coral is growing amazing and fast. But the problem is, by the time I get home, I just don't feel like messing with it. So I've decided to get rid of it for now. But to be honest, because how much I love this hobby, with the saltwater and the freshwater, it was really hard to decide to get rid of it. Yes, I know you guys are saying I should keep it until I have the other tank built, but the problem is I just don't have time for the one at home. I think having them at work would be just way easier to have everything up and running, and I have way more space to work with. I would love to have a bigger tank for my saltwater tank, only because I can add a auto topper and everything else I really want for that tank. But I will keep you guys updated and show you what's going on, and when I do get that other tank, I'm debating on acrylic or glass, but once I decide on what to get, I will show you every step of the way. At least that way you guys are updated with what's going on. But yes, it's killing me just to look at this tank and say I'm getting rid of it. But I have sold most of the coral, which I'll make some money on. That feels at least good. And I will be selling the rest of the coral and rock and fish, and then eventually the tank will be sold. I'll keep probably the wave makers and my sump only because I can use them for my 90-gallon or 100-gallon in the future. My lighting, I may sell it, I'm still debating. I do like it, so I can at least use it in the future. My protein skimmer I will also keep only because I can use it in the future for my 100-gallon, actually not a 90-gallon. But it's so hard to look at this and say, yes, I'm getting rid of it. I know I keep saying that because it's just hard. I finally got everything to grow, and I know what it takes to make this work. And yes, I just did win the ACANs, but I know they'll go to a good home, that someone has more time to mess with them more than I can. And the fish, I have a friend that will take them, so I'm not so worried about all that. The snails are awesome from eBay. Don't get me wrong, that did not throw me off. Honestly, I would buy a bunch of other things from him if I were to keep my tank right now. I will be getting back into it, like I said. But for now, this is just an update to let you guys know what's going on. Future-wise, the good thing is, when I do start this hobby, I'm going to take a little bit longer time adding things. I have a green hair algae problem in this tank. Yes, I know you can get balenes and you can get fileworm or filefish that will take care of that. Also, you can see that I have aptasia in there, but I know you can get peppermint shrimp and everything else in there. But this time around, when I do get the 100-gallon up and running, I'll be taking a lot longer time setting up things so that way my tank can cycle correctly. I think I just rushed and everything, and I think my lighting is off, so I think that could be another reason why I would be selling that. I do want to invest in Kessels in my next tank. That's another thing I am thinking I might update. That way I can go 100% right with everything. The Via Spectra is awesome. I think it just doesn't have the right spectrum for the tank. That could be another reason why I have green-haired algae in my tank. I'm not 100% sure why my tank has been overrun with it, but I have a friend, like I said, that will probably take most of the rock. He has a couple balenes that will take out the green-haired algae. I'm hoping I'm saying that fish correct. But yes, it is again very hard to say goodbye to this. To me, it's very peaceful and relaxing to look at. I love my Duncan coral, as you can tell. I just cannot stop looking at it. It has multiple heads growing underneath. I don't know if you can see them in the video, but I just feel like that is the most beautiful coral to have in your tank. I don't know if it's just the movements of it or the way it eats. It's just so relaxing to look at. I found this phytoplankton stuff from Amazon. It works amazing. And I've learned that's what has helped my coral grow like crazy. So the cool thing is about this hobby, on YouTube, people that you meet, anyone you run into, have a hobby, obviously. But the ones that have a hobby into this subject, especially freshwater or saltwater, it's really cool. It's really cool to see their input. There's a couple of YouTubers that I love watching, from freshwater to saltwater. Saltwater one I love the most is K-Town Reefers. You guys gotta check him out. He has a cold water saltwater tank. It's something that'd be so cool to start. His tank updates everything about the tanks. He knows a lot of things. You guys have to check him out. I'll put a link in the description below. Also, the other one is a freshwater YouTuber that I watch. I will put the link in the description below. It is Golden Fish Tank. He has some amazing stuff also to watch and look at. A lot of peaceful videos. Anyway, you guys gotta check them out. They have some awesome videos. Love watching them both. They have really inspired me to push myself in this hobby, both freshwater and saltwater. Man, it's so hard to say goodbye to these corals. Just worked so hard and finally learned the chemistry of this. It's alright. I know the next tank, my next adventure with this saltwater world will be amazing, because now I know what it takes to do this and what it takes to keep it up. So that will make everything a lot more easier in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my updates on my tank, and I hope you give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Please enjoy the videos of my coral. I'll talk to you guys soon.